These horsemen ride with the fist down inside, with heads like thunder, the rock of your pride. We'll have no mercy for big, far and wide.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Whiskey Chase channel. I have Parker the Coyote here with me, and the reason is because, I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is pretty shot right now. And so I brought somebody who loves talking.
Rude.
We are here because everybody's doing it, so of course you knew this video was coming. We're going to watch the 2022 Harley Davidson Further Faster premiere of all the new bikes and everything that they got going on for the year. So here is a completely blind reaction. I haven't seen any of this. I avoided social media mostly as much as I could today, just to make sure that I didn't see a whole lot of what was going on. I have an idea, but don't we all? I don't know if she has any idea what's going on.
Nope, totally clueless.
We're going to jump into this, and it will be an experience. So, join us on this journey. If you're new here, this is the Whiskey Chase channel. My name is Chase, and I do lots of motorcycle fun stuff around New York City, like videos like this. Not too often, but at least a couple times a year. And you should subscribe. Right down there. Do that. And then if you would also like the video, and then also comment. That'd be great. Okay, let's get into this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Action. Play. No. 3, 2, 1. Play.
Okay.
Our peak stands up on the dawn of a new day. Amidst a fog of uncertainty, what is truly meaningful has become vividly clear.
They're really laying into the whole nostalgia thing. They did this last year too.
Yeah.
Found on the open road.
Windy.
Moments of solitude found on roads less traveled. Bonds forged from steel and the turn of a wrench.
Sick jacket.
We'll stop at nothing in pursuit of it.
Aww.
That last a lifetime.
That kid's cute.
That kid looked just like me when I was a kid.
For real.
Take our breath away. There's no limit to how far we'll go,
Oh, I love those colors.
or where our adventures will take us. For it's in the pursuit that we find freedom. And through the journey, we come alive.
Those things look so beefy.
No matter from where we've come or where we've been.
Nice.
We are united in our pursuit.
I love the female inclusion in it. That's really dope.
United, we ride.
Okay.
Good morning. Welcome to the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee, and welcome to the first model launch of 2022. As you all know, at Harley Davidson we stand for the timeless pursuit of adventure and freedom for the soul. And today our mission has never felt more relevant. Last year, my team and I took advantage of every chance we could to get out and ride. Around the world, we found people from all walks of life united by an enthusiasm for adventure and the unique sense of freedom that comes with riding on and off the open road. In these unprecedented times, we were inspired by you, our passionate community. It is your passion that fuels Harley Davidson and pushes us to continue leading our industry through innovation and evolution, while staying true to who we are and what we believe in. Before we look at what 2022 has in store, I'd like to take a brief look back to some of last year's highlights.
Oh, great.
2021 was truly a landmark year for innovation at the motor
skip
company.
this part.
Yeah, right.
In launching the all-new Revolution Max powertrain, we introduced an entirely new model family with Pan America and a revolutionary new take on the Sportster with the introduction of the Sportster S. The Pan America quickly became the #1 selling adventure touring bike in North America, and has immediately
Yeah, and
established
there was a lot of
itself as a
stuff
top
that
contender in this
people were
category
not
all
happy
around
with.
the world. The instant excitement and positivity we saw from the media and riders alike is a true testament to Harley Davidson's commitment to innovation and excellence. The stories coming back from our Pan America customers seeking out adventure amongst the roads less traveled are truly remarkable. From our home in Milwaukee all the way to the Himalayas and beyond. We are proud of the awards that the Pan America has won in 2021, including both Motorcycle of the Year and Best Adventure Motorcycle from
Motorcycle of the
motorcycle.com.
Year?
I didn't know
Best
that.
Adventure bike from Cycle World, to name but a few. But it doesn't stop there. The Pan America is ready to continue.
I've always loved that blue.
That's a new color for this year.
I know, I saw it, like, just in passing. It's
and updates
sick.
for the category-defining, award-winning Pan America. And we can't wait to see where you'll all go this year. With the introduction of the Sportster S, we put the sport back into Sportster with this entirely new model that sets the stage for the future of the Sportster family. The distinctive styling, intoxicating power of the RevMax engine, and the technology
It is pretty
innovations
sexy.
throughout have been
I'm not gonna
celebrated
lie.
by media and motorcycle fans around the world. I can tell you that we're just getting started with the next generation of Sportster, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. We also launched the first of our Icons collection, the Electra Glide Revival, which was met with rave reviews.
Oh, that's right.
A modern
Yeah.
interpretation
I
of
forgot about that. You did a whole video on that,
classic.
right?
This
Not that one. I
motorcycle
was saying
celebrates
that
timeless design
the
Harley
one I thought
Davidson
was
fans
coming out
have
this
known
year
and
was going to
loved
be
throughout
another
our
one of
history.
these, another
Oh,
part of
right.
the Icon
We also
series.
introduced the Arctic Blast Street Glide Special. Limited to just 500 units, this is a stunning example of the kind of craftsmanship and attention
That's
to detail one can
insane.
only expect from Harley Davidson, by both paying respect to our heritage while also looking to the future. 2021 was certainly an exciting year of innovation for our motorcycle products, but we are also proud to have launched HD1 Marketplace on HarleyDavidson.com, the online home to shop for pre-owned Harley Davidsons. Since launching HD1 Marketplace has been an instant success, carrying the largest inventory of certified pre-owned
Maybe you should look
and
there for
used
you.
Harley
I
Davidson
literally was
motorcycles
just thinking
in the
that.
United States.
I was like, oh,
Lastly,
hey.
one of my personal highlights of the year was watching Kyle Wyman win the King of the Baggers series. Another example of Harley Davidson leading the industry
Yeah,
and
that was
dominating
pretty
in
sick.
Grand American touring.
This is one of my
and leading
favorite
the way
races.
with performance baggers. Touring
just
is
so
at the very core
incredible.
of our
Yeah.
business and of our heritage. We do it better than anyone else. Today, we're excited to showcase that innovation and excellence that makes Harley Davidson the best and most desirable motorcycle brand in the world. So now, let's focus on what we have to look forward to in the year ahead. The momentum
Yes, show me the new
continues,
bikes.
And today we're excited to share the latest in our cruiser and touring segments along with the 22 CVO lineup and some exciting additions to our apparel and accessory offerings. Let's begin with a celebration of the King of the Baggers Championship winning season.
Okay.
Nobody gets that number one unless they earn it.
Is it about that Harley Davidson horsepower? Side by side, they go into turn number one.
And it represents a national champion. And we have a national champion again at Harley Davidson running the Screaming Eagle Road Glide, and that is Kyle Wyman.
So cool.
Harley Davidson's Screaming Eagle team must have found something from qualifying to now. Sliding that Harley Davidson sideways. Oh my goodness.
You're just pushing those things past the absolute limit.
On the Harley Davidson Road Glide. If that looks familiar to you, it's a heavily modified.
so
Harley Davidson
insane.
deep in this
Look at those
factory.
tires, man.
I know.
King of the Bagger started about a year and a half ago.
Run through Moto America, which is the premier motorcycle racing organization in the United States.
Taking your production touring models that you see on the streets every day and seeing what we can really get out of them on the racetrack.
It's like stock car races.
Yeah.
Seeing a bagger go around the corner like that and see what the Wyman brothers are doing with them, that's inspiring. That's cool, you know, and that gets you fired up about not just the brand, but what you can do in your garage now with your bike.
Dude, for real.
The fact that we're doing this as a factory effort, we're bringing it in-house at Harley Davidson to develop the race bike is really exciting because it gives you a lot of different opportunities. It allows you to really tie back the experience to what the production bikes can have.
We got into lightweighting, we got into raising suspension and lean angle. We started uncovering everything that we could do to truly make a performance bagger race bike. After hours,
Yeah, dude, that is
weekends,
severely
a lot of
customized.
hours, blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh yeah.
Here at Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta. Our first race this season.
We went into
Like you
that
wouldn't call
with
a
lot of testing
NASCAR
that we
Camry
done
the same as a
leading up to it,
regular.
but it was
Oh, yeah.
Very short, compressed time schedule.
Almost at what point is it the same? At what point is it
So
even the same bike? You know?
visible, so right there in front of us.
Testing
Like, what
and
makes a bike a
racing
bike?
are two different things. There's a whole other level. We weren't sure what was going to happen, and we fell short.
Bicycle.
Now we know what we'd be for the
Fair.
next race. The next race was Road America.
We had one final test session. Kyle gets off the bike. He smiles at the team, says, "This is a proper f***ing race bike."
The speed that these guys
Sick.
are going around this track is pretty impressive for the units that they're on. Kyle Wyman that last time by 27.7. I think that's the fastest lap we have seen all weekend.
Kyle Wyman takes victory here at Road America.
Just the highest of the high. In Kyle's Superbike race, he had a simple low side fall and broke his elbow.
This is it. Third and final race. It's the end of the season.
We wanted to win, but he needed to finish in the top 6 to clinch the championship.
No, thank you.
Everyone had poured their heart and soul into their work. Everyone.
Thought we were talking
on
about
this
bikes, not
team
injuries.
Is a motor company employee, and we wanted to do this to show what we know we have, which is the best motorcycle in the world, in the Harley Davidson Road Glide.
Okay, I might have just teared up just a tiny bit. It's so cool.
He was here to win, broken elbow or not. Titanium plate and 6 screws holding it together 3 weeks after surgery. Nothing was gonna get in his way.
The checkered flag
Damn.
awaits. And Kyle Wyman will win the race here and be your national champion. What a way to do it.
Harley
By a
Davidson's history of
freaking
racing goes back
eighth
over
of a
100 years.
mile.
It's crossed all sorts of disciplines everywhere. And this is just yet another where Harley decides, hey, we're gonna go do this. And when we decide we're gonna do it, we're gonna win.
I think I forgot to breathe there for a minute. It was intense. Shiny. Digging their song choices. Dude, 117?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, it doesn't look too different besides that.
No.
And then the colors, obviously. Excuse you.
Busy.
So I'm guessing that's just the biggest change.
I guess.
The launch of the Street Glide and Road Glide ST models is that first step for us into that performance-leading Grand American Touring product line. Designed for weight, designed for power, designed for performance. Let's get rid of the two-up seat. Let's make it fast and more nimble, have better lean angle.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
There's a big appetite
Yeah.
for people who just
More
want to
sport
take
oriented.
their bike, make it
Oh,
cool,
ST
make it
sport
different,
touring.
and then just go
Makes
rip
sense.
on it. They're not just riding out on the street with their baggers. They're making them a performance machine. They're raising them up. They're giving them more power.
It's this cool new sort of, evolution that creates a new form factor for the bagger, which is really
I
exciting.
do like that more streamlined one-up seat for sure.
We're bringing the 117 powertrain with a heavy breather, and how it's tuned with the exhaust makes it just an exceptional performance bagger.
For the first time, you have that CVO level powertrain available in a non-CVO product. It's Milwaukee 8 117, so it's everything that the Milwaukee 8 is known and loved for, plus you get the biggest version of it from the factory.
If you take a look at the font that's used with the drop H on the tank on our ST models, that is a direct lineage back to our race bikes of the late 19
Oh,
teens
so
and 20s.
cool.
That logo also you might recognize from our 77 lowrider. It's another one of those cases where you have something that's new and fresh, but yet familiar and almost subliminal.
Attitude is an important part of the ST models as well, and that's why you see the more subdued colorways. Lowrider S was a key piece of that DNA, and that's why you see bronze wheels and bronze accents on the powertrain.
Not sure that I like that, but I get it.
Performance baggers really need
Yeah.
to be able to do it all, from the racetrack to the sweeping canyon.
Yeah, it's just
and
a
everywhere in
stylistic
between.
choice.
The ST
Yeah.
models are truly a blank canvas for performance parts and amplifying the ride. what we're offering is a
I think on the black it
performance
looks
bagger
good, but on the
trim
gray
kit.
it's kind of
I also think of
odd.
it kind of as an a la carte listing of products that really take a performance
See,
bagger
like
to
I
the
like that
next
combo.
level.
That's not
so
bad.
you think, all right, it comes with a 117 from the factory. I want more, add a 131 stage 4 kit. Then
Holy
tagging on
crap.
a high flow exhaust system that were designed in parallel with one another, and then saying, all right, that's a ton of power to the ground, right? How do you harness it? That's where the Olin suspension comes in.
The Olin shocks that we
Oh.
run, that is the product that we took basically directly out of the catalog, essentially, before it was released, and put it on a race bike. So a big upgrade for the performance
really
of the bike,
good.
and also they just look cool.
Prior to this, if you wanted to
You
make
sound
a
like I
performance
loves what he
touring
does.
motorcycle, you had to buy one of our standard bikes and do quite a bit of change to get it to sort of be a good baseline to start making a performance bagger out of. With the Road Glide ST and Street Glide ST, we now provide something right out of the box that just gives you a shortcut to your performance bagger dreams.
Gosh, that thing is sick.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, those are the CVOs. Those are the ones that cost like more
You
than
know,
a
you can make anything
Yeah,
look good
I
on
know.
paper, and you can pretty much sketch anything you want. But can you produce it in 3D? That's a different story.
Color, graphics, finishes. There's things that we're doing on these bikes that we haven't done on previous models.
Flames. Those add
The
10
motorcycle
horsepower.
continues to have this really cool relationship with the rider because it's continuing to evolve.
It's a
and grow
scientific
itself
fact.
It is.
And really speak to that premium nature. of
Look at all those
CVO.
flames, bro.
Stop it.
Custom Vehicle Operations is what CVO stands for. Started in '99. The idea was to provide the highest level of factory customization to our customers that could possibly be achieved. That's been sort of the mantra of CVO over these years, and it continues to be.
Paint and graphics and the tech and the audio and the features. CVO accentuates all of those things. The magic there is putting all of that together in one big package.
For CVO, we always
He's a
try to
beast.
up the game a little bit to give that customer something special.
Really wide variety of paint and graphics options for CVO for 22. I think everybody can
Love that yellow one,
that's gonna
man.
Speak
Yeah,
to
it looks
them.
like they
I was just about to
changed
say.
All very
colors
unique
and-
and different from one another.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Our first kind of primary goal
I guess
with
there's not
model
much
year
more you can
22
go
CVO
above
was
what
to
they
interject
kinda
some more
did
color,
already.
as well as custom paint techniques that our customers come to love.
We really tried to make an impact with some bright, bold colors and contrast. So those schemes are two-tone and they reflect some of those really bold, saturated colors with pearl effects.
CVO is where we get the greatest opportunity to play and experiment. So we often work closely with Gunslinger.
Gunslinger is a company that's
I
been
guess
in
they
our
look good.
CVO arsenal and family for
What?
a long
But
time.
I guess they
now,
look good.
and they're inspiring
Yeah.
us to push
Look
the limits.
beautiful.
We try to do the same thing with them.
Gunslinger can go in there with a person with a brush by hand and really pinstripe in some sharp curves.
That hand-applied technique allows for very intricate two tones, three
Some
tones.
serious art, bro.
Airbrush drop shadows, and really translates into a truly custom look.
We took the time to consider every part down to the little
Sexy.
tiny details and really make something that has a custom feel for the rider.
These powertrains and accent colors actually match the paint job more than we've ever done before.
Scorched chrome in particular is such a great looking finish with that deep black shiny look that just really works well with the blue steel paint.
I have never heard of that. I want it
Flames have been
so
kinda
bad.
coming back. We haven't done them in a while.
We wanted to do a ghost flame with our Fade technology, which is exclusive to Harley Davidson. And we do it in-house. It's a testament to the skills of our manufacturing facilities.
It's a paint mask technique that allows the fade to go through the flame, remove the mask, and achieve the look.
From some angles, you won't even notice the flames, but other angles, they're loud and proud right in your face, which is really cool.
The CVO lineup this year features the Road Glide Limited. We brought it back for those customers that love that fixed fairing and a comfortable ride, and we just add to it with cosmetics down to the Alcantara that we put into the seat. It just stands apart.
We always try to have the ultimate suite of
I know that thing's
technology
massive. It's a couch.
as well,
Yeah.
whether it's heated seat, heated grips.
So it's like a
audio,
car.
Huge piece of it.
We've added on the Rockford Stage 1 audio system onto the Limited and the Tri-Glide this year.
The Harley Davidson audio kind of ecosystem now, it steps light years above kind of where we were in the past. The partnership with Rockford Fosgate has truly allowed us to amplify it up 8 notches.
Every part of the motorcycle is thought about, and we try to have a little surprise
notches.
or a little bit of detail that speaks to the rider and speaks to where the CVO is positioned in our portfolio, which is at the top. It has to be the best of everything.
Okay.
I mean, they look cool, but that's about it.
So this is the new lowrider that everybody's been speculating has been, was gonna come out this year.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Which I thought it was gonna be the Sportster, but apparently I was wrong. I took a gamble, okay? What if I was right? Everybody else would have been pissed.
That is true. Looks like it's pretty wide.
I think it's the same frame.
Then yes, for me it would then. It's just like there's just so much between your legs. There's a euphemism in there somewhere, I know it.
Yeah, it's the same as the Heritage.
I guess you're right. But for some reason I felt like the Heritage was a lot more streamlined whenever I sat on it.
We're just
maybe it's just
super
because
excited
the
about these two
forward
models,
controls are a little bit more
Lowrider
forward.
S and now our new Lowrider family member, the Lowrider ST. We saw the reasons why Lowrider S was so popular. It gave you all of the great character and experience and emotional
got the
connection to
117
our
also.
big twin powertrain, but in a package that was a little bit lighter, a little bit more nimble.
We had a couple years of production under our belt, so it was easy to see the tweaks that could be made to make that bike, which is already an incredible machine, and just take it to the next level.
It's interesting that they would just do the 117 in this. I guess just
First
because
look,
they
from far away,
put the
you know
114
it's a
in the Street
lowrider
Bob
S.
last
Just the
year.
stance, just the presence of it. We retain the black and bronze. That's sort of like a trademark. And the gray is really hot in like a custom cars, hot rod scene right now. It's just the perfect secondary color.
The bike performs exactly.
I really
how
hate
it
that
looks.
fairing, man.
That raw, unbridled feel to it. We bumped the
I'll never get
114
over
up
it.
to a 117. It's really big news for Lowrider S fans. The powertrain is putting out 125 foot-pounds of torque, so it's a noticeable kick in the pants.
That's
We've
a
got the
lot.
heavy breather intake, along with a new exhaust system.
Lowrider S gets the 117, which is really cool, and that's the biggest motor that we have out of the box. We've also played with the location of the instrumentation and the suspension. We brought the bike up off the ground a little bit more to give it a little more lean angle. We've also taken the instrumentation and moved it from the console to the fuel tank and put it up into the rider's eyesight. And that's something that we
Because the
heard
pictures
directly
that
from
I saw, it still
riders
had
that they
the
wish they could have less movement
like the
and
Street Bob one,
and
where it was
eyes
real
to actually
small.
read the gauges of the motorcycle.
Yeah, I like that a lot
If
better.
you think about
That was one of the big complaints about the old one was it was on the
modern Harley
tank.
Davidson, it's Lowrider S. So what's going to be the natural progression?
I do remember that actually.
The Lowrider ST.
So it looks like they're putting the heavy breather on all of the 117s.
It looks like it, yeah.
This gets to that customer that may not need the full Grand American Touring, but is really
That's
looking
what I
for
was
that
looking at.
performance
Yeah.
package and some of the protection that the fairing brings.
So if you get the
There
touring,
was a
you
fundamental
get the
shift that we saw happening a few years back.
small gauge? That's
what
weird.
folks were doing is they were leaning
Yeah, I
into
don't
performance,
understand
and
that.
really was taking root in Southern California.
We were seeing a lot of customers modify their bikes by increasing the displacement, tweaking the suspension, going through the expense of putting saddlebags on the bikes, adding aftermarket fixed fairings.
They were either restoring FXRTs or FXRs and putting that fairing on there, or they were taking the fairing at a swap meet and trying to, figure out how to get it on their Dyna. A lot of the shows that we pay attention to around the world, we started to see just a couple bikes that were like this. It'd be in a sea of 100 bikes that were kind of executed in the old manner. You would see 2 or 3 bikes that were done in this new way. And that's how we spot a trend. And that's where you have to go in and say, is there something
that's what
here?
I
Good
Is this
call.
an
A lot
anomaly,
of-
or is this something that's going to
A
catch on?
lot of lowrider owners,
We headed into
they'll
the project
immediately
with the
remove
pure
the small
emotion of
fairing
what
and
we
they'll
want it
put
to
like
look like.
bigger,
Yeah.
like Memphis Shades
Just like
fairing
any
or
other
something. on.
Harley, there's always
It is good. That means they're listening.
respect to the history,
Yeah.
Being able to trace back the family tree. We have so much respect to FXR and FXRT. Wheelie G and design team came up with that iconic look. When I sketched this bike, this fairing in particular, I believe the bike deserved its own new identity. something more modern.
This is a purpose-built fairing. The styling team really took their time to massage it to get it to the spot where you see it today. You've got the side ducts straddling the headlight, which is a direct throwback to the 80s FXRT. And through CFD simulation, the aerodynamic package that you've got on this vehicle is really dynamite.
I think it's huge.
Yeah.
Lowrider S is
Which is crazy to me because it's the same bike.
This one,
yeah.
I wanted riders to be
Just
in
looks so
charge
much
of the
bigger.
bike, sitting on top of the bike rather than sitting in the bike.
This is a true lightweight bagger. It's got the performance punch, you know, that 125 foot-pounds of torque, and also comfortable on the long haul. The bike comes standard with cruise control.
I don't know about that
We
seating
wanted
position
a tall
though.
suspension in the rear, and that was a 56mm shock. We did shift the saddlebags vertically 2 inches on a motorcycle compared to the Sport Glide, and you can remove the saddlebag in seconds.
For Lowrider ST, we have a suite of parts and accessories products.
If you
And
could
this
remove the
audio
fairing,
system for Lowrider ST, it
I would
integrates
like that.
seamlessly,
I mean,
and it's going to be loud. Customers are
I
going
get
to want
why
to hear this thing with
they
a
have it
full
on
face
there,
helmet
but
on, because that's how
it
they
would
ride.
really be nice.
So we have something that's
Just
waterproof.
have the option
it's
to
going to
remove it.
withstand the elements. It's truly the perfect package for our audio and performance customers.
I still remember the excitement first time we saw the bike, which was the mirror image of my sketch.
When we stepped back and looked at the finished product, every single person that I saw walk by that bike just stopped in their tracks and had that wow
That's awesome.
moment. Like that's special.
I think to some customers, this is going to be their version of touring. It's a new personality. It's a slightly new way to tour. If you live somewhere where you want to do some canyon carving or just some cruising, you know, some performance riding, and a couple times a year you want to throw on some gear and head to Daytona or head to Sturgis or head to Fakkersee, Lowrider ST is just a great choice. It's the perfect combination of performance and touring.
Riding is what it's all about. You know, 2022 is going to be a very, very exciting
Oh, I
year.
thought it was getting from
The King of the
destination to
Baggers,
destination.
which will be incredible for Daytona Bike Week. We're going to be watching them on the high banks down in Daytona and throughout the rest of the season and cheer that team on, cheer the riders on.
Cool.
I love walking down Main Street in Daytona and Sturgis, or doing the loop at Fakkersee around the lake. There's so many opportunities to throw your leg over your Harley Davidson and enjoy the ride. Right around the corner is a major celebration of 120 years of this fantastic brand. The heritage goes all the way back to 1903.
Forgot about that.
When my relatives and Bill Harley rolled the first bike out of the shed. It's just become bigger and bigger and bigger. We're going to be kicking off the Road to Harley Davidson Homecoming Challenge. The Ride Challenge will run from April 1st through the end of September. And we will be selecting 120 riders from the challenge for an all-expenses-paid trip to celebrate with us the 120th anniversary of the Harley Davidson Homecoming event in Milwaukee in the summer of 2023. I can't wait to meet that group of riders. What a celebration it's going to be.
Does it have to be on a Harley?
I'm gonna assume yes.
Because I could do that.
Harley Davidson has a rich and storied history
I got like
tied to
15,
racing
20,000
and
miles worth of
from
trips
board track to flat track,
this year
top fuel
already like
racing,
lined
and
up.
now bagger racing. We've been there and we've stood at the top of the podium. The bikes we shared with you today are directly connected to that lineage, and there's much more to come. In the coming months, we'll share the next chapter of the Sportster story. There are a few more surprises in store for 2022.
Coming months, next chapter of the
It's going
Sportster
to
story.
be an
I
exciting
bet.
year full of
I
incredible
bet.
adventures.
That
We
other
hope
one's
you'll
gonna
join
come
us at one of the
Oh, yeah?
many events we'll be
I was saying if it
participating
wasn't
in
Feels
this,
in his bones.
I was saying if it wasn't this, it was going to be this year.
120th anniversary
Because that's what they did for the Pan America. Was they didn't do it on this event; they did it at its own
This
separate
one's
event.
going to be special, and you won't want to miss it. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you, dude.
All right.
This is just the beginning.
Well, that was a
of
lot to take
22.
in.
Our product range for this upcoming year is going to continue to reveal itself. In all of our segments, performance has become very relevant. Certainly Sportster S and Pan America totally embody that with the Rev Max architecture. In the cruiser segment, it's the Lowrider S, Lowrider ST. In touring, it's the Street Glide and Road Glide STs. And then we've got some other things up our sleeve and future product we're really excited about that's going to take this idea even further.
Yeah.
Was that it?
I'm itching. It was. Totally was.
We're at the tip of the iceberg of what we can do in terms of performance and the products.
All right, well, there you go. Wonderful. What'd you think?
Nah.
Okay, words well spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was okay. That wasn't too bad.
I actually expected there to be a lot more bikes for some reason. I guess it's because there were so many CVOs that maybe the images that I have seen looked like more than there actually were. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they already, like, they put out the new version of, like, the ones from last year. They had already put those out, like the Street Bob and the Heritage and the Softail Standard and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then they're not even calling the Sportster, the old Sportsters anymore. They're calling it the Iron 883 and the Iron 1200 only. Like, the Sportster name isn't even on the website, which is
really
very interesting.
I didn't know
so,
that.
Yeah, it's a thing. So this may or may not be the entire thing because I don't want this to be a super long video. So I might cut some out, but I might not. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Yep.
Yeah. I really like those lowriders.
Well, hopefully in March they will have a couple or at least one available up at the demo day that we can go and possibly ride. So
yeah, I want to try to see if I can get on the one with that bigger fairing for sure.
The touring one.
Yeah, the ST.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
It looks all right.
It looks comfy, you know,
except
for those mid pegs, you know.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that bothers me about them.
Yeah, they were super high. I was actually going to say something. I was like, man, like the frame's down here and those pegs are like all the way up here. Like it's so high.
I mean, every single rider that I saw on them had their knee at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Well, not only that, but like even the way that the pegs are situated, like it was like super straight lines from hip to knee to ankle to toe.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know if they set it up right for people who do want to do long distance trips. Because he mentioned that. I was like, but really though? You know? So,
yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I guess we will see.
So, hey, Empire Harley, snag me one of those, will you?
Well, like I said, hopefully we'll be doing the demo days up in March, and we'll be able to actually get up there and see. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Once again, Whiskey Chaser. Subscribe, like, comment, do all those things. Parker the Coyote. Go sub to our Instagram. Go follow our Instagram.
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. And then, yep.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Bye.